Good day. Here are the headlines from the Philippine News Agency. President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. called on the diplomatic community to work closely with his administration and explore areas for cooperation with the country's foreign allies and partners. In his remarks during the traditional Vin de Honor at Malacanang Palace in Manila, Marcos thanked the diplomatic community for facilitating his foreign visits and fostering bilateral ties with their respective countries. Marcos touted the positive developments in the country's foreign relations. He stressed the importance of unity amid geopolitical tensions in solving political conflict to achieve peace and prosperity. The president announced that the Philippines has bounced back from the effects of the COVID-19 pandemic, the Russia-Ukraine war, and the conflict in the Middle East. He acclaimed the 6.1% economic growth in the third quarter of 2023, along with the government's catch-up spending. He also noted that the country's headline inflation in December 2023 was at 3.9%, while unemployment in November dropped to 3.6% from the previous month. Marcos urged the diplomatic corps to help identify areas of joint endeavors and challenges, particularly in poverty, education, food security, peace and order, health, job creation, and livelihood. President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. has announced that he would visit Germany in March this year. Marcos mentioned his plans during the courtesy call of German Federal Foreign Minister Annalena Baerbock at Malacanang Palace. He said the German embassy has helped him arrange a visit by March 12. The president is optimistic that a lot of things between the two countries will develop after his visit. For her part, Baerbock noted that this would be the first time in 10 years since a Philippine leader visited Germany. Baerbock visited the Philippines as a part of her tour in Southeast Asia and the Middle East. Her visit, as well as Marcos' planned trip, comes as the Philippines and Germany celebrate the 70th anniversary of diplomatic relations. Marcos has made 19 foreign trips since assuming the presidency last year, with his last trip being in Tokyo, Japan last December. The Presidential Communications Office said Marcos' foreign trips have brought home about 294 billion pesos worth of actualized investments. The Department of Labor and Employment, or DOLE, heightens its vigilance amid concerns that its TUPAD program is being used for political gains, specifically to push for charter change, or Cha-Cha. In an interview, Labor Secretary Bienvenido Laguesma emphasized their commitment to thorough monitoring in collaboration with local government units and accredited partners. He assured that TUPAD will only be given to qualified beneficiaries. Likewise, the Department of Health is also dragged into the issue amid claims that one of its programs is also being used to push the People's Initiative. Health Undersecretary Eric Tayag appealed to leave the agency out of Cha-Cha talks for the benefit of the Filipinos who are seeking free medical services. Meanwhile, Senator Robin Padilla, who chairs the Senate Committee on Constitutional Amendments and Revision of Codes, claimed that TUPAD and the other social services are being used to garner support for Cha-Cha through People's Initiative. He urges fellow lawmakers not to make it a political issue or to twist it to suit political ambitions, as he emphasized the significance of the People's Initiative. Senate Minority Leader Aquilino Pimentel earlier said there is a need to investigate what he described as bribe initiative. German Foreign Minister Annalena Baerbock said that China's actions in the South China Sea sparked serious concerns in Europe. Baerbock stated that China's actions against Philippine vessels violate international laws and impede freedom of navigation. In a press briefing in Manila, Baerbock emphasized that the world does not need another crisis, specifically with the turbulent situation in the South China Sea. She highlighted recent incidents where the Chinese Coast Guard employed lasers and water cannons against Philippine vessels. Additionally, Baerbock mentioned the possibility of Germany providing additional drones to the Philippines. Baerbock is currently in the country for an official visit and met her counterpart in Foreign Affairs Enrique Manalo and President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. in Malacanang. During their meeting, discussions revolved around political and economic relations, focusing on Germany's peace initiatives and development cooperation with the Philippines and the two countries' commitment to the rules-based international order amid increasing tensions in the South China Sea. This is the first visit by a German federal foreign minister to the Philippines in over a decade. Manalo, meanwhile, expressed gratitude for Germany's unwavering support for international law, including the 1982 United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea, or UNCLOS, and the 2016 Arbitral Award, adding that Germany is a valuable partner for the Philippines. Several areas in Luzon can expect colder weather this weekend, while most areas east of the country may experience rainy weather. Pag-asa says the eastern sections of southern Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao will be affected by the shear line where the cool northeast monsoon, or amihan, converges with the warm easterly Pacific winds. Bicol region, Quezon, and eastern Visayas will experience scattered moderate to at times heavy rains today. Baguio City may chill to as low as 13 to 14 degrees Celsius as the amihan prevails over most of Luzon this weekend. Lawag City will be slightly colder at 21 to 22 degrees. Tuguegarao may expect light rains and temperatures as low as 19 to 20 degrees Celsius. Meanwhile, Cagayan Valley, Apayao, Kalinga, and Aurora will experience cloudy skies and light rains brought by amihan for the rest of the day. Metro Manila and the rest of Luzon will have partly cloudy to cloudy skies with possible isolated light rains. The rest of Visayas and Mindanao will continue to experience humid conditions with possible isolated afternoon or evening thunderstorms. And that's the latest and the biggest stories on the PNA Headlines. For more news updates, please visit our website pna.gov.ph or our Facebook and X account, Philippine News Agency. The PNA Headlines is also streamed via the Servicio Facebook page. You may also watch the PNA Headlines through the Philippine News Agency's YouTube account via the News and Information Bureau website nib.gov.ph under PNA News, or on the Facebook page of the Presidential Communications Office, or PCO. I am Wilnard Barcelona, and this is the PNA Headlines, bringing stories that unite the nation.